to go out there to be out on site. So I'm hoping by the end of the week, a lot of this over at Kindley Creek will be done. We may have to go into next week to finish it, but we're gonna get we're hoping that we'll get it at least open to some type of traffic
So
by the end of this.
that 18,000 we saw for that culvert, that's also, we can reuse that one we're gonna pull out of the,
Correct. So that's the plan, is that we still have the one that we purchased. It's, I believe, already, I think it's on a truck ready to go out there when they're ready to drop it in place.
so we're gonna have two culverts going across there.
But if we can pick it out tomorrow, I think they're going to use that culvert. So they haven't shipped it yet. It's
Oh.
on the flatbed out there right now. So
So we may not need it at all.
we may not need that one, but we could sure use it on another emergency project. So we'll keep it in stock.
Okay.
Hey, Dan, can we go back for just 1 second?
Yeah.
I didn't get in. When you were with the soil district, talk to them about the establishment of the wetlands that you want to do to
Yeah.
create a wetlands bank. They should be your partner with that.
Yeah, I think I think there'll be multiple partners, but yes, there'll be definitely one. Thank you. Okay. And then another topic, Shaline in 55. I think there's been some information that was passed to you guys. I think I have a plan to move forward in the hopes that we can work out some type of arrangement with the property owner. I haven't contacted them yet.
Mr. Chairman, Commissioners, I apologize. This matter was going to be placed on the agenda today for discussion. Unfortunately, I was unable to get it on. We're going to put it on discussion for October 7th.
Okay, so we'll talk about it then.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
My apologies for
No.
interrupting you.
I just wanted to make sure, because that was something I was working on, and I know there was a time limit on it. I just wanted to make sure.
Yes, I was reading your notes, so yeah.
Okay, and then the other thing I wanted to mention, Jeff and I went out to the South Fork of the Salmon River. This is that bridge that we had to limit the weight restrictions on. I went out there. Believe it or not, this is the first time we met with the gentleman that has helped us in that part of the world. He is a highway district commissioner from Golden Gate Highway District. Ed Levitt is his name. And Ed has a number of years of construction background. And he's, how does he, his wife tells him he needs to settle down more because he keeps adding more to his plate, but it just drives him. He's just one of those guys that needs that kind of activity to keep the mind going. Well, we ended up going to the bridge with him, and we've come up with a strategy where we could actually have him do the work. So we're going to work with him while it's the winter, because it'll be closed. Nobody will be using that crossing. And he'll be able to take care of that so that we can try to get the weight restrictions off of it again. Because right now it's like 4 tons. It's like, I mean, you can't even get a vehicle, a truck over it, loaded. So, so I was very happy that we got to meet with him, know a little bit about him, and with my background with LTAC, he knows LTAC, and so it was a really good conversation with him. So he's somebody that will definitely keep. I don't know if his wife would like this, but we will keep him entertained for a while. So, but he's been doing a really good job out there. A lot of the people in the area, and even the Forest Service has noted that there's been a lot of improvement in that section of roadway. Okay. And then Jeff gave me a little list just to Culverts for Kindling Creek, blading, patching, we consistently are doing that. The one thing that we working on is the brushing on Warm Lake Road, and then White Cloud subdivision. So we're starting to get that brusher out and taking care of some. If you go up in that area, it's a huge improvement from where it was. Our guys really cut the brushing back, so we could really see a lot.
So you got an operator that's pretty confident with it?
Yeah, I think we've got a couple now.
Good,
So
good, good.
I think this will be something that will add value, as we start to look ahead in projects and stuff. Then we've got a contractor that's going to do the culvert lining there on Boulder Creek on Patty Flat. There's a couple of culverts there that we're trying to still get lining. We're getting close to our limits of our temperature, but they're still on task to do the lining yet this year. Johnson Creek blading, we've got a contractor that's going to be doing Johnson Creek. Also, Jeff and I met with the contractor that did all of our seal coating this year. Went out on site, and as I got to talking with him, he's very interested in my BST approach to a lot of the areas like West Mountain Road. He's got a particular spec that he uses. I said, please share it with me, and we can start to look at areas along West Mountain and other gravel areas where we could apply. It's essentially a seal coat binding the top of the surface of your gravel surface.
How does it compare to like mag chloride or the earth bind?
It holds it together much longer, and you don't have to go back I'd say within 5 years. You don't have to worry about dust control or any of that. It's essentially sealing the top of your gravel, so you don't have any dust
So
problems.
is that something that private guys could use on county roads?
That,
Because the earth bind has
I-
changed.
yeah, I think it is. We can use it on county
Good,
roads. In fact, we had it spec'd out on a project that I had at LTAC for a federal aid project. So I think it has a lot of ability here to help with some of these roads where we just don't have the available funds for it. But we could try to provide these areas where we can seal the top of it. I want to do test cases. It's not gonna. I want to make sure in certain areas, because of the topography, because of the soil conditions, there's a lot of things that will come into play. But I want to do some test locations throughout the valley, and I'm hoping to do it next year.
So what you're saying is they basically blade it, roll it, get this thing beautiful, and then spray this stuff over it.
Correct.
I've heard something about that.
They call it they call it a double shot. You don't want to do a single shot because that falls apart. You want to do a double shot, and the contractor that we met on site, they do that in Teton County. So very similar areas, and they have been. I need to contact Teton County to find out how it's been going for them. But they're, at least from the contractor's perspective, he said that they really like it.
As much dirt roads we got. That
Yeah, I would be very interested in that when you guys get to that point for my road.
Let's see. I think that's it, except for.
Opening bids?
Okay, so before I give this to you, I was hoping Oki would be here. So this is Profile Creek Bridge. This is a project that is funded through the Forest Service, but we provide a match. Anything over their estimate, we have to confirm it with the Forest Service. So award cannot be given until that's confirmed.
Okay, so we're just gonna pick the
Open,
winner, and then if that doesn't work, we're gonna come back.
well, we only have one.
Oh, okay.
But I want to make sure that you know that this was received in an email form. We allowed them to email it to us because they're in Montana and would not have all of the signatures needed and meet the deadline. And that's why I wanted Okies to hear that, but I'm sure he'll hear it now.
Yeah.
Only one individual bid the project.
Well, and as you guys know, this project's been on the books for a while. And the name of this company is Price Contracting Incorporated, PRICE.
Out of Montana, huh?
So the mobilization and remove existing culvert, excavate slopes, install provided modular bridge. The total bid comes in at $530,000. And if I remember right, Dan, we had a little over 900 towards this.
I believe it was 8. So this is where I have to go back to.
Now we got to find if the Forest Service will pay the other.
Yep.
part of it.
And it would be something from the information I received from the Forest Service is they hope it is something they can work with. It's all relative, right?
We don't know their number.
We don't know.
A great day.
We don't know their number. They hadn't given us that. We need to kind of get this information to them, and then this will probably be another opportunity for me to come and say we can award it or not.
Yep.
Okay, so what's your pleasure? I'm assuming this is the only bid, we probably ought to try it and see what the Forest Service will do with this. I think they'll probably meet us. I don't know what this will do to our budget, and more than what we anticipated.
Yeah, I don't. We'll have to see. We'll just have to see how it for them of what they can bring, because it's if they say if there was something that they can work with, then maybe this might be enough.
So it'd be something they may pick up the whole dime.
Will you clarify, because if we had 800 in our budget, this is only 530.
It's so in total, the bridge we actually had to get a bid for the bridge itself, which is sitting at Gold Fork right now, and I think that was 4-ish. So the bridge we actually had to now pay for until it's installed, and then we get our portion back.
Which is 50%.
I'm thinking that's correct.
And I think, Sherry, we had talked around I think it was around 830 or 860. I don't remember the exact number. We were to pay half and the Forest Service was to pay half. Now we got a $400,000 bridge and this $530,000 bid to install. You can see that we're probably,
Short.
probably 60,000, maybe 70,000 over budget. So that's going to cost us if we split it with the Forest Service, it'll cost us another 30,000, 35,000, depending on what those final.
Now,
I think this is the second go around on this bid though. So
Yes, it
I
is.
think it's probably as close as we're going to get because it was less than we had before.
Yeah, I agree.
so the one thing to keep in mind is they won't reimburse us until it's installed.
Right.
So that means we'll have to front load construction of it,
Carry that.
and then
And Hopefully it won't take too long after it's,
Well, we gave the contractors 2 years to schedule it in, so
Oh, that's right, I saw that.
so I think it's hoping that the bid. I can't remember what it came in last time, but hoping that it is closer to what they can, pay for. So,
well, we need the bridge, one way or the other.
well, yeah, I mean, so when we went to the South Fork on the way back, we went over this area profile, and I don't know exactly what the reasoning for is the bridge. I know it has a lot to do with the fish passage, and
It's all in Fish Passage area and the
It's-
culvert doesn't work.
yeah, it's a very expensive approach.
Yeah.
To it, but if that's what the forest, I mean, it's their road, so we're just
And
trying.
Profile Creek, if I remember right, it's a pretty big creek.
It's there's a big drop. There's a huge drop, and it's not big. It's I want to say maybe 10 feet.
If push comes to shove, I guess we'd go in with our new $18,000 culvert and set that in there and call it good.
Yeah. Walk away.
Walk away. So we could approve this pending the agreement with the Forest Service.
If you're good with that, I could just work with the Forest Service,
And then get back to us.
and then I'll get back with you guys.
I'm going to make a motion that we approve the 2024 Profile Creek Bridge project bid for $530,000 pending mitigation with the Forest Service on the costs.
Second.
I think that'll work. Got a motion second, all in favor, say aye.
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 Aye, motion carries. Anything else?
I guess anticipate our other bid opening later today. So
Yep,
I'm excited to see that one.
Me too.
R2.
So Doug, I want you to look at this and maybe attest my signature.
Crossing the fingers on that one.
There you go, Dan. You can take this one back. And good to see that.
Yeah.
Thanks. Okay, we're just about out of time. We're going to move real fast here. The next agenda item is commissioner discussion. These are action items. Oh, do you want this, Dan? Meeting minutes of September 16th. Everybody good with
Mr.
those?
Chairman, Commissioners, did not get those out, so if we could postpone those until
Okay,
next
we'll
week.
postpone
would be
that. And then
appreciated.
the next one is the Old Grove Forest letter. And whoever wrote that, that was really good writing. I envy you.
That came out of NACO. They forwarded that out to everyone to try and get as many signatures as they could in support. So I just forwarded it on to Doug.
Okay.
Yep.
Put our Valley County stuff in and added a little bit of verbiage about Valley County.
Hey, so you want to make the motion to approve?
I will move that we approve the letter on the old growth forest. Stop that. You're gonna fall asleep.
Second.
Who's the second? All in favor, please say aye.
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 Aye, motion carries. Okay, this being the last agenda item for the morning session, this meeting is adjourned and we'll be back at 1 o'clock.